Welcome to the Gentlemen's Club, the show where we bring back the power towards men in the dating game. And the panellists on tonight, I'm James, and we've got Sean, my good friend and comedian.
Hi, James.
Angelo, another good friend and my main wingman and
Thanks,
agent.
James.
And a couple of girls here as well. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is, this is mainly aimed at the girls for starters. What do you think is the best pickup line? Now, what do you think what would work on you?
I hate to pick up lines.
Is it usually
how
a
does a
pickup
guy
line?
get
I just think it's really cheesy.
So what's the best way so how does a guy meet you if he wants to?
I think that you don't need to come over with, an agenda straight away.
Just say hi.
Yeah, just come over, be confident, be chatty. I mean,
confident, that's
humour
good.
is a major thing for me. If it makes me laugh within a few minutes, then,
I think the thing is that you can go over and say hi, and that's fine. That's sort of direct. It's not sleazy, but it's direct. So the girl's going to say, am I attracted to him? So the thing is, that's not a high percentage. I think you have to go more indirect and make it seem like you just started talking to her because, that's what happened. You turned around, she was right there, or, it just happened naturally. That's I think the trick for me, is to make it seem like it's just natural.
Someone told me it's good to try and give them a question to answer or make them feel like they're solving a problem.
Can I get a female opinion?
Yes.
That one, yeah.
Someone told me this is apparently the greatest pickup line in the world.
You've had that one done on you a few times?
No, I'd like to hear the great.
All right,
Yeah,
this is
in the
apparently
world.
one of the most, it works the most apparently. I don't know if I'm ruining it for all guys by saying it, but apparently by going up to a girl and saying, look, me and my friend are having this argument, we can't decide, we need a female opinion.
Yeah.
Do you find David Bowie attractive?
Yeah, well, that's a good indirect sort of just a conversation starter.
That's a good conversation starter. When
There
you
you
say
go.
pickup line,
But you wouldn't think that as a
Well,
pickup
I'm saying
line.
there's no magic line to say, I've got a few good ones, but there's no
Don't
magic
say them
line.
publicly.
me.
Works every time. I'm not going to say it because...
Oh, go on, you have to.
Well, okay, well, my one is... one of the ones I recently have is... that's a nice dress. That's a nice dress. It's good to see someone wearing one of my designs.
Oh, that is good.
That is so
That is actually
arrogant.
really good.
So arrogant.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's really important is breaking the ice, and then what happens, like Abby says, you get the humour and stuff after that, and then you just go from there. It's just but I just don't. High is just. It can work, but it's high risk. It's obvious what you're doing. It's obvious why you're saying hi.
Okay, your last boyfriend, Abby. What was his first line?
But he had a bit of swagger about him, so he's a bit cool and collected, so he didn't really come up with that. Yeah.
Swagger, what's it?
Swagger,
Swagger,
bit
you
of
don't know what swagger
attitude,
means.
bit of
Sean, if you don't know what swagger
I'm
means.
too good for you kind of thing.
Oh,
That
so
kinda
you like a
works
guy
for
to...
me. Yeah, I do. I know. So he
So
was
he-
a douche.
He looked
Yeah, he
like
was,
he
yeah.
was this, but again, you say he's a douche, but he was your boyfriend.
Women
so
love douches.
does that mean?
What is it about douches? Why do women love douches?
Yeah.
It's true, they love to.
Tell
I
us,
know.
James.
I know. I just want to hear you say it.
Women just like what they can't have.
Exactly. That's a
And
good point.
that is what it comes down to. If a guy is being overly nice, doing all the right things, being attentive,
exactly.
caring, yes, you do want that to a certain extent,
Finally.
but you don't want all the gushiness.
So refreshing to have a
Yes,
girl who
you
admits
seem to
that.
disagree with that.
Sorry, but it's true.
Well,
I would've
I
thought.
agree about the gushiness, but I certainly think that paying attention to a lady and treating her well is, a good way and a good foundation for a relationship and, a nice way of, setting the groundwork when you meet someone. So, I
Do you think that
certainly...
actually works when you're trying to get a girl attracted? So I think
Yeah.
down the track, I think that's good at building a relationship. But initially, I think girls don't want a guy that's just
Paying
so
attention
attracted
all the
them to them and paying them so much attention that they don't even have to work for it. That it's almost a turn off.
Yeah, you want a
Yeah,
guy who's a
definitely.
challenge, a guy who is a smart ass to you. So you think, does he like me or doesn't he like me?
Oh,
You
if
gotta
I
question-
think that
question
if
it.
there's any doubt in my mind that he doesn't like me, then
Well,
there
you're
would be.
married though. But I'm
Yeah,
talking
well,
about
you know what I
originally
mean.
When you were single.
When I was single, if I thought that there was a possibility that the guy wasn't interested in me, I wouldn't waste my time.
But you dated a gay guy.
Really?
In high school for 2 weeks,
So there must have been some doubt then.
and I broke up with him
Is
because
he
I
into
wasn't.
me or not? Why does he keep faking it? Yeah.
15 years old. I was very innocent at 15 years old and absolutely
Yeah.
nothing happened. It was one of those, everybody else has a boyfriend, I need a boyfriend too. Yes, I'll go out with such and
But
such
you're
a new
saying
guy.
that, so if there was any doubt, I just don't believe that because
if there's any doubt...
If the guy's too into you, that's a turn-off.
You know, with my first relationship, I was quite interested in the guy, and I definitely learned from that. And I was like, okay, he was a huge douche, not going to make that mistake again. And that was a big part of why I decided...
So you went for a nice guy, like my brother.
Well, it
Maybe,
was, you know, I guess it kind of turned out that way. Some
girls are at that stage in life where they actually are looking for a nice guy and they'll settle for that. Or
at the ripe old age of 18, yes, I was really looking for a husband.
You were obviously, the gay guy really damaged you. I still think it's pathetic.
Yeah. What's
like
pathetic?
the nice guys. Like that's what really I don't understand. What I think is a total lie is that guys are told, they're educated to say, she'll just appreciate you having the guts to talk to her. Stuff like that. Like, oh, just be nice, you know, pay her attention, and she'll appreciate it. No. That's a load of crap.
You sound quite jaded about
girls
this.
Like alpha males. They want leaders, they want... Even though they do eventually want the nice guy that's going to...
Eventually.
Look after them.
Look after them and buy them dinner and all the rest of them.
Well, it's not even just about that. It's just about being treated with respect.
Well, that can happen later if you're in a relationship, but initially it's not going to be attracted to you if he's coming with flowers and dinner to a club.
Yeah, that sounds awful. Oh, horrible. Yuck.
Well, if you don't know the guy...
Well, you get to know them. You might be friends first.
Okay,
you might actually know them really well.
He has to get in the door first. From the girl's perspective, like if you like a guy or whatever, what's your strategy? Like, do you have to just hope that he approaches you, or?
So you're in a club, you like a guy, he doesn't know you're there. Do you give him proximity? Do you?
I think it's too much hassle in a club. You can't really hear them, they're really drunk, you know they've got one motive, mainly to sleep with you, so it's either that, you go home, have one night stand, and then finito.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Well, that's your opinion.
I think I prefer a guy to come up to me, and I know that's really bad, but I think for a lot of girls, I mean, they wait.
So you're saying that girls just have to show up to a nightclub, whereas guys have to actually work at it. And
I think there's some things girls can do if they want a specific guy, like
eye contact.
Eye contact. Yeah.
Initially.
What, Jess?
Yeah, proximity, I guess, and that's usually a subconscious thing because if you're attracted to someone, you want to be near them. So you know, it's not really a tactic. It's just that's what happens. You know, you kind of gravitate into their area, and eye contact. I actually find I found that if I think someone's attractive or, you know, I find it difficult to make eye contact with them because it's a bit
because you're married
confrontational. I've just always noticed that. I remember the first time a guy made eye contact with me, really direct, when I was 15. You know, that really just piercing.
Yeah, you were in your prime back then. That's for sure.
No, I wasn't. And I just found it really. I had to keep looking down because I just found that wow.
Intimidating.
Yeah, he was a French guy, and obviously it was, you know, different culturally, but I just had to keep looking down.
I've met an Italian guy just constantly
straight at you.
Italian guy?
Yeah, no, his name is Davide. Well,
Davide. The way you just wistfully said Davide.
No, I can't say that.
Yeah, I find it really confrontational, so you might do the fleeting eye contact, but then you
then just
look
hope
away.
that he comes up to you.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, then he's obviously not interested, and why bother?
Or he's just too shy.
That's not true. Exactly.
Yeah, he's too shy.
Good for you.
Thanks, girls. So we'll go to a break and come back with something fresh.
You know, Deidre, they say you can tell what a man's like in bed by the way he dances. Really?
I feel at this point we should probably do an audience poll. Who here thinks that women should be able to vote? Anyone? Ladies, please put your hands down, trying to have a serious discussion.
And welcome back to the Gentlemen's Club, and now we're going to get onto a topic more directed at the guys actually this time. Have you ever faked it before?
I have.
Like faked an orgasm?
It's a lot more difficult, I believe, for
no one's shocked by that? That's just like hearing about a guy faking it?
Because you usually hear about women faking it.
Mm.
And it's a lot difficult for a guy to disguise it in some respects.
Depends how you're doing it.
Have you faked it, Sean?
Yeah, once.
Really?
Yeah, I mean...
once with your girlfriend?
I won't say who it was with.
Maybe he was
because
alone,
they don't know
alright?
about it yet.
They don't know.
Maybe
about
he
it
just
yet.
wanted to finish. He was alone and he just wanted to finish.
So
It was. I had a big night. And I'd been drinking, and it was kind of dragging on a bit.
Was this a one night stand or was this someone you knew
doesn't have to
for a
answer
while?
that.
I wouldn't say it was a one night stand, but anyway, it was dragging on, and I had to get up early the next day, and I was like, well, maybe I can just finish.
You
up
couldn't
here. I was getting a bit
afford those
tired. I was
extra
running out of
few
puff. It was a big night. We had a big night, and I think hit the hay.
So what was your reason?
I just wasn't that attracted to the girl. That's as simple as that.
So why were you having sex with her?
Because that was, it was on offer.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
that's not a good excuse.
You haven't had sex with a guy just because it was on offer?
No.
No.
I've actually faked it before too, just because she was just too horny for me, and I was like, we'd already done it once, and it was like
The tank was empty.
And you just don't want to go through the whole, what's wrong? Didn't you like it? So I just went, oh god, I just may as well. Oh god. It's like,
Don't ever do that again.
that's
Please,
not,
oh my God.
that's not a full role play, but you get the idea. I just thought, oh god, I'm not gonna let's just get this over with. And quickly sort of disposed of the condom, so you can't present it to them like you usually do. So you have to quickly get rid of it.
Look what I did.
I quickly, luckily I was wearing a condom. Obviously you have to be wearing a condom, and then you have to get rid of it before they see it.
Well,
Okay.
Have you ever suspected that a guy faked it with you? Or?
No,
No?
never.
Have you
Interesting.
faked it yourself?
Yes.
how many? Is it regular? Is it regular for girls to fake it?
No.
No.
No. So
Oh,
it's
Have you
it
faked
is
it, Jess?
No.
do you
I've
just
never
do it for
had
guys that you really
Never
like?
had to.
Never
I
had
never
it.
had
Don't
to.
have to talk about Hugh here. It could be anyone
Yeah, it could be
before
anyone.
that.
Never had to.
Really?
Really?
I just don't see why you would fake it when you're a girl. Why did you fake it?
Well,
You don't
'cause
have to.
I was-
Girls don't have to come all the time.
yeah, that's true, but not true. It's really important as well as guys, but sometimes
What is?
it's really hard for us to,
Yeah, I understand.
It's always hard for
But you didn't want to hurt his feelings? Or?
Yes, I just didn't want it to hurt his feelings because
Why weren't you just honest?
I was actually attracted to him,
Yeah.
and we actually liked each other very much, but
Yeah.
somehow
That's a good
it's
start.
just
Didn't.
didn't happen.
It's okay. Girls often enjoy it, but they don't sort of.
Get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's almost
fine.
like girls don't have to get to the finishing line to enjoy it as much as guys do.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've
for
heard
them-
this, but I don't believe that. So
Wow.
Well,
Quite
some
demanding,
girls
aren't
do.
you?
I think
It's like a big
everyone
climax,
is
like-
different, so
yeah, we'll see. And I don't know from experience what it's like to not finish on a regular
Really?
basis. So yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
come on.
You're just one of those lucky girls.
I can honestly count on one hand the number of times in my entire relations life that I haven't finished. So
Yeah.
yeah, because if I don't, I'm
How
like,
hard on you on the guy? If he finishes, you're like, no, come on, you can do it.
Yeah, no, finished, buddy.
yeah,
She's got a 50% strike rate.
Is this through? Are we talking through penetrative?
yep, yep.
Okay, just confirming, clarifying, whatever else.
Don't get too excited.
You are excited.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a loose cannon, Connor. Yeah, I mean, I just don't. Yeah, anyway, just to finish off my story, she was just really one of those girls where it's like, it was just a casual hookup. She was.
Thought you were going to say hooker there. Nice
A casual hookup.
I just didn't want to go through the whole.
Just wearing sweatpants and kind of hanging out in the
She's
street.
like, "Oh, are you into it as much as me, baby?" And she was like really full on, like, "Oh my god, we do it at the same time." This sort of stuff, and I was just like, "Oh god," it's like, "Oh, just get it, just yeah."
Get it over and
And I
done
thought I
with.
was a genius at the time. I thought this is going to be hilarious. Like no one's done this before.
You're a pioneer.
got
Guys
one
faking
story.
it. You don't hear about that too often. Like guys faking it, but
I think it happens more often than.
Well, the thing it
than
does. 'Cause
people-
the thing I don't
people
understand
say.
about you is that the girl I know you faked it with, you kept seeing her and kept faking it. Like,
But
you
I,
might
kept
have to-
but I
faking it.
eventually, but I eventually got
Well,
there.
congratulations! After a 3-month period, you finally.
3 months.
But like that's what I don't understand. Like after like if I have to
Holy
fake it,
gosh.
if I have to fake it once, I'm not going to see her again.
So
Because
you-
obviously she's not that good.
Hang on, you slept with someone for 3 months that you weren't attracted to and couldn't
Get.
get off
I
with.
was attracted to them, but I just
Jesus.
she could have used a few tips.
Did you give her any, or did you just keep faking it?
No, it was probably more to do
Such a
with, yeah, she wanted to be in a relationship and I didn't. And then once we cleared that up, then it was fine.
So you couldn't orgasm because she wanted to be in a relationship.
That's
massive,
messed up.
massive.
That is messed up, dude.
Yeah.
Stuff
Hey,
going on up
no
there.
judgment here. This is a
Sorry.
What do you mean? This is all about
I think we
how's
are
that-
judging, yeah.
How's that messed up?
It
Well, it's
just seems
messed up
unrelated
'cause
to
she's
me.
a dud rude and you keep saying it. That's, like,
That is messed
that's
up.
the only thing that I think is messed up, honestly, because I just get sick. Like, if they're not good, why sleep with them?
But if you don't want
better than
to,
that.
if you don't
No,
want to
I
go
want
out with
better
her,
for you.
if you don't want to go out with her and she wants to go out with you, why would you keep seeing her? I mean,
Because
surely there's
once-
other women out
once
there
we
you can
got
sleep
once
with.
we got
Sex.
it once we got it to friend zone, then everything was okay. So it was just
So-
friends with benefits, and it was understood.
Still.
No
Well, that's
pressure.
you don't understand what the friend zone
But
is.
if they're
Then the
not-
friend
if they're
zone is
not good
someone
in
you
bed,
will
they're not
never
good in bed,
bang.
that's the bottom line. Like, that's what I don't
it's
give
not
girls
friend
a
zone.
chance.
No, it wasn't that she wasn't good in bed. You just had some emotional issues by the
No,
sound.
Yeah.
she wasn't that great in bed.
Oh, okay.
All right, and you go, well, she's leaning towards, the relationship
So you
route,
thought
and
it
you don't
was
want to
more-
be
it was just
in that.
more-
So
you
you're
were turned
thinking
off.
about that, and then you go. Once that got cleared up, and just went, let's just see each other. No strings attached. It was fine.
I'm not that convinced,
A
but we'll
friendly
have to
route.
wrap it up there and go to a break.
Yep. Go for it.
Welcome back to the Gentlemen's Club, and now we're going to talk about the friend zone. And Jay, I want to lead you off with this one. Have you got any guy friends that you know they're your friends, but they want to hook up with you, like they really want to nail you?
Eloquently put.
You're so classy.
I do.
Yeah. How many?
Well, I've got like 6,
Most of
7
your guy friends?
but like 3, 4 of them.
Yeah.
I know.
Does it make it
So
uncomfortable? Like, can you be friends with someone even though you know that they just want to like sleep with you or whatever?
It's like no way that I could have any relationships or sexual relationship with my friends because it's just a bit of awkward. Because I think you kind of ruin your friendship.
Oh yeah, but I don't understand how you can be friends with. Like, I don't want to sound harsh, but it sounds like how can you be friends with a guy even though he just wants one thing and he keeps looking at you and hitting on you and stuff?
Well, I will stop talking to him then.
Oh, okay. Jess,
Do you
have you
think-
got, like, you're married,
I
obviously. but
don't
do you have
believe in the friend zone for a woman. Personally, I don't have any brothers, and
Don't
I
have any guy friends?
yes, I have guy friends, and I mean, when I was younger and not married, it was a lot more obvious if they were really interested in
used
you.
to say you had guys hitting on you at work and this sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's pretty par for the course, and to be honest, that still happens even though I'm married with children. I still get hit on at work.
Do you think there's a certain level of attraction between a guy and a girl that are friends? So they might not be
That's
dating each
necessary to
other,
be friends,
but
I mean.
there's that level of attraction that sort of has to be there to be friends.
In a way, I read a really good explanation once that people that you talk to and spend a lot of time with, you like exchanging energy with them, and a lot of that, you fight with people, like I fight with James, or it's basically you're exchanging energy.
Is there
Your
with them?
attraction between you and James.
Well, no, I'm just saying
Oh, I
we
do look
exchange
like my
energy.
brother.
So, but it's basically like a level of interest in them. Like
Yeah.
I find James really fascinating because he's such a douche.
And very sexual.
So, I'm just really interested to find out, what makes somebody
What
tick.
makes him
because
tick, yeah.
because he's so just unlike his brother. Like Hugh is, a consummate, an actual gentleman. He's a nice guy, and that's why Hugh moved from the friend zone into the awesome zone.
Oh, the awesome zone. I
You're
like
saying
that.
Awesome
You're
zone.
saying it sounds like I was denied.
No.
not-
I'm
that's
just
not-
saying there's no such thing as a friend zone
I
for
get
me.
out of the friend zone very easily.
You're not even
I
listening.
don't know. What do you mean?
You're just like,
But
this
you're
is, it's
saying
all
that
about
Hugh's
you.
a gentleman, but you're
Yeah.
saying that Hugh's a gentleman.
And
like-
that's why he moved
that's
out of the
why-
friend zone. This has
Yeah.
nothing to do with you, James.
Okay.
So
I
you-
didn't even know
Was he
you at
in
the time.
Was he
Yeah,
in the
that's
friend zone at one stage?
He was in the friend zone.
So
When I first met him,
Okay.
he was in the friend zone.
Okay,
Yes.
so how do you get out of the friend zone then? I mean,
Gentle persistence.
Really?
Gentle persistence.
Yeah. You just win a lady over. You show her that she's important. You know, you spend a lot of time on
You
her.
reckon? I reckon
Yeah.
heaps of girls
Can
have
that-
those
can
guys
that
who
be-
are trying to suck up. Like you've got these guys who want to date you and stuff. That's not going to get them out of the friend zone if they're persistent and just keep. You just won't. You'll eventually get sick of them, right?
Yeah.
So
you don't
have
like
to be
them,
attracted. So don't you have to be? They have to do something to make you attracted to them.
No
Be
matter
hot.
what they do, if I, he's my friend, so.
So there's
that's
nothing a guy
nothing
could do.
he could do.
You know what?
to,
I actually disagree because I had a girl who I was friends with, and she had told her friends. I found this out later, but I had no chance. So what I did was I invited her along to an event. We went to a comedy show, and I also had 2 other girls there, as well. So it was like so she could see that.
I was there that night. I remember this.
So I picked up these other 2 girls.
Unless you
and she
normally
was like-
travel with 3 women. I'm not sure.
Tried to. But she was like, oh, okay. So she realised she had a bit of competition. These girls were attractive. That helped. And then, and then
always
we went
helps.
out. And then we went out, and I sort of teased her. I was like, oh, you can come out with us if you're going to be a good wing woman. And then I was like, talking to other girls.
So you're
and made her
disqualifying
jealous.
her.
So were these
Yeah.
other 2 girls friends of yours, or did you just hire them?
Yeah. It doesn't matter, but they were friends. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but how long you know her though, the girl?
Not
Did
that
you-
long. I wasn't in the friends zone for like months or
Well,
years.
what kind of friend zone are you talking about? You know
The
for a
point where
long
we were
time,
friends
or
and she decided she wasn't attracted to me.
Well, she didn't decide it. She just wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
You can't. You
You
really
can't get out of the
help.
friend zone if she's not attracted to you. That's
No, but you can.
yeah.
You can make them attracted to you. That's what
How
I'm
do you
saying.
make them
How?
attracted to you, James?
By making them jealous for a start.
no,
No.
that
By
doesn't
by
work.
teasing her. Yeah, make them
No.
no,
They don't like it.
no, that's
You can't get out
Well, I
of the
don't
friend
care.
zone if they don't think you're attractive in the first place. If you meet someone and you're not
Okay.
like, hey, that's a good looking guy, you're not going to suddenly go,
Well,
No, there
here-
has to
not
be a
gonna
certain
change.
Here
level of
I
attraction.
was thinking that women
Yeah,
weren't just
Angela's
into
right.
looks. Sorry.
I did actually
I didn't know
hear.
that.
there's got to be a base level of
Yeah,
chemistry.
I want to put this to you. So what if a guy was attractive but he was friends with you for ages? Would it be weird if he suddenly hit on you?
No, not if it was cute.
Oh,
So
really?
how long did
Really?
you know
What about-
James's brother
Same.
before you sensed, oh, this guy's,
Into me.
Yeah.
Oh, the night I met him, I knew he was really keen. And then a few nights later, he didn't get my phone number. So I got a text message from my friend that, he wanted my phone number. And then while he was waiting for this friend to get back to him, he contacted another friend of mine who he hadn't spoken to in ages and asked for it as well. So I'd been hearing from 2 different people that he was interested. And so
did
I
that
had a
make
fair
you
indication.
more interested, or did
Yeah,
you get,
definitely. Because I was like, okay, here's somebody who's showing, who's taking the initiative, that that inspires confidence. So yeah, definitely made me more interested than I possibly.
Because some
otherwise
girls would
would have
take that
been.
as, this guy's a bit desperate, this guy's stalking me.
Not stalking. He's asking for my phone number.
No,
not
it's
my
not
address.
stalking
It
if
was asking
they're
for a
cute,
friend.
like
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah, but he didn't have my phone number. He didn't know me. He didn't have my last name. We
Not
met at a
proud of my
party.
brother for that effort. Yeah, well,
I think he did pretty well. And then
Well,
later
good,
that
okay.
week, within the week, he called me and he asked me if I would like to come to a party at his house. I later found out there was no party. He just organised this party so that I could come.
Creepy. Yeah.
And then he
Was
called.
James there?
I don't think
I
so.
rocked up
I
later.
don't
I do
remember.
remember you.
I don't remember. Oh,
I
okay.
do
He remembers
remember
me.
I walked in the door and our eyes locked. Then I said, yeah, actually Hugh is, he deserves a chance.
That was noble of you.
It's a
But we'll
friendly
have to
route.
wrap it up there.